OTD. My name is Adam Orduna, and this is my mom, Gina. Today we are going to be talking about LeBron James' new Nike shoe deal. It's a pretty impressive one because they signed him for life, and lifetime deals are forever. What are your thoughts on that?
First of all, I don't even know what that means, lifetime deal. Let me back up. First of all, congratulations, LeBron James.
Yeah, congratulations.
That's wonderful.
It's a huge accomplishment.
It's great. Nike, I'd be happy to walk around in a pair of Gina shoes. But I will be honest with you, when I first heard this, it kind of struck my ear a little bit wrong. And I'll just say it. LeBron James has a lifetime deal. I feel like that's an elevation that I don't want to say he doesn't deserve, but it feels like it's just a bit much.
It is a bit much, don't you think? I think it is as well. Especially when, Nike has been with Michael Jordan, obviously, who's considered the greatest of all time. Yes, yeah, the ultimate GOAT, Michael Jordan. You wouldn't be surprised if Michael Jordan gets the lifetime deal, but he already has, because he's got his own brand in himself and the Jordan brand, which is a part of Nike, but it's not Nike, it's Jordan. And so, but yeah, once again, kudos to LeBron for getting that accomplishment. But it's a bit much, and it's a little bit, kind of surprising, especially since, he hasn't won a championship, and, he didn't win last year, and, he hasn't won it in a couple years. And so you would think, someone that just wins the championship would get something like that, but it's a little bit much.
Well, I think when you're talking about things like lifetime, it implies that you're talking about an icon. And I'm not willing at this point to say LeBron James is iconic. LeBron James is amazing. When he came out of high school, you've never seen anything like it. When he was down in, let me back up. When he was in Cleveland by himself, nobody felt worse for LeBron than me. I mean, the man was just moving mountains. Yeah. He was literally dragging the whole team and the whole city with him. But when he took his talents to South Beach, nobody cheered louder for him than me. Because I felt like it was appropriate for him to say, look, I know it's within me to win. If I get people around me to come with me, we can do this. And that's exactly what happened. Right. But then all of a sudden, my team's injured, we're not playing very well, I'm running back to Cleveland. That being said, to me, that kind of tarnishes the whole icon moniker. And I really do feel like LeBron is a 10. But he's a 10 in a field of other 10s. Jordan was a 10 in a field of where the next closest guy to him might be a 9, and there was a whole bunch of 8s in the league at the time. LeBron's swimming with a whole bunch of other 10s. There's some wonderful players right now who are exciting. They're young. They're getting great deals.
Yeah.
James Harden.
Yeah, James Harden just recently signed with Adidas, a $100 million contract with Adidas, and Stephen Curry just signed with Under Armour for a max deal as well. And so, the shoe contract stuff is not that surprising because athletes get signed to shoe contracts all the time. But it's the lifetime verbiage that kind of strikes you the wrong way, if you will.
Yeah, it hits the ear.
Yeah, it just seems off a little bit when you consider what lifetime really means.
Well, the word to me sounds contrived. Because like you just said, now you've got, back in the day, it was Nike. Right. And I mean, that was it. Everybody had your Reeboks, or, some rappers were, my Adidas, Run DMC. But right now, it's not that world anymore. You got Under Armour.
Yeah, you do.
And you got Adidas coming strong.
Yes.
You've got, old school cats like Puma coming back out. Not that Puma makes basketball shoes, but I'm just saying there's a lot of brands out there to compete with Nike. So this feels to me like they were kind of trying to make up a story. It feels contrived. So we're not just going to take this great big contract that James Harden got and then say, hey, we're going to give LeBron $100 million more. They wanted to make it lifetime.
Well, and there are a lot of NBA stars right now that have signed with Adidas, and I think there was a lot of pressure coming from that end of it. Damian Lillard for the Portland Trailblazers is an Adidas guy. Derrick Rose is an Adidas guy for the Chicago Bulls. And obviously James Harden is a brand new Adidas guy. And so, yeah, I think Nike felt like they needed to make a move. They look at LeBron. They've been with him since he's been out of high school.
Right.
This is a big-time, athlete around the globe, and I think they just felt like they had to capitalize.
But that's kind of proving my point, though. I feel like that's what makes it contrived. It feels, I'm going to say the word, it feels desperate. And it feels old school. And right now, the NBA is new school.
very much so.
James Harden and you are the same age.
Yes, yeah, we are both 25 years old, and both
Young, hungry Thundercats.
Yeah,
Look at what's going on out with the Splash Brothers.
absolutely. There's just a lot of good young athletic players in the league, and I think, in a way, it does kind of seem like a Hail Mary desperation play here
there it is, exactly,
for Nike to sign LeBron for this lifetime deal. And so once again, it is a great accomplishment. If Nike comes knocking on the door, you have to say yes.
Oh yeah.
But,
nobody's mad at LeBron.
Bit,
Listen, you're not mad at LeBron for taking a lifetime deal, but I kind of have to give the side eye a little bit to Nike on why do you have to make something more than what it is?
Sure.
LeBron is great. You want to get behind him. I'm sure there's a whole commercial and marketing campaign to go with this. But when you put lifetime on it, what happens when LeBron isn't in the league anymore?
Yeah. Well, and I think that's what people are still trying to find out. They haven't fully disclosed the full amount of what the contract deal will be. But I do know it's a lucrative deal, meaning if things don't necessarily work out, everyone gets to walk away with clean hands. And so, in a way, it works out for both parties. But I felt like Nike needed to make a run, make a push.
Hail Mary, like you just said.
For a big-time athlete. And right now, it's really the start of basketball season, and this is a great opportunity for them to take advantage of an athlete they already have in their back pocket, LeBron James.
When you talk about lifetime or icon and that sort of thing, you've got a pair of Jordans in your closet.
I do. I have multiple pairs of Jordans in my closet.
James Harden got photographed wearing his Jordans after he signed his contract.
LeBron James has Jordans in his closet. Everyone has Jordans in their closet.
Well, here's my question. When 10 years from now, will you probably still have a pair of Jordans?
Most likely, yes.
Okay, 10 years from now, are people going to be rocking the LeBrons?
It's easier to say yes to Jordans than you are for LeBrons.
That's what I'm talking about. Lifetime means something that's going to last. I honestly feel like LeBron kind of missed the sweet spot for himself.
Right.
I think if he'd have stayed in Cleveland and been the martyr and been the guy that just, never gave up, stayed with his team forever and ever, that would have been a storyline. I felt like when LeBron left and said, I'm taking my talents to South Beach, that was the storyline.
Sure.
Now, he's coming back. And here's another thing. I've been meaning to say this for a minute. You didn't see Michael Jordan laying on the ground on the side, getting shots in his back during a game. There's just a difference. LeBron is coming off as a little bit, I don't want to say past his prime, because clearly he's not. I mean, the man he's amazing. But I feel like Nike, the whole lifetime thing, is a desperation thing for a guy who is not past his prime, but he's hitting that close button.
Well, this is what I was alluding to earlier. You would have understood it completely when he won that second championship down in Miami.
Now that was the time.
When they just won and they had all of the potential to continue
and
to
South
win
Beach
another
was
one.
the LA of the East.
Yes, and you had all these celebrities at
coming to every
home
game.
court and right there on the sidelines, and that's really when Nike could have really capitalized on that time frame. And so I just think that Nike, like I said before, is really trying to get this last push. This is really the last hurrah for both LeBron and Nike as far as trying to market themselves together as one brand. And so they said, we're going to do a lifetime deal with you. You're our guy. You've been our guy since you were in high school. We gave you $90 million when you were coming out.
What
we're going to
high
make
school
you our
student needs
franchise
$90 million?
guy. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money. And that's what, that's really been the storyline forever is Nike, basketball, and LeBron James. And when you think about it, those two do coincide together. So it does make sense with the pairing, but it is the lifetime contract that just makes you kind of think, I don't know about
I think the wording, if they said LeBron's going to be a lifetime ambassador for Nike,
absolutely.
that would be one thing. But you're talking about shoe contracts, that's a whole different animal. But you know what? Okay, after all that being said and done, make your money, LeBron. Congratulations. And I'm quite frankly happy to see all these athletes, really leading the forefront of capitalizing on what they have to offer.
And it's your own brand, and you've got to be a self-advocate, and anytime there's a company that wants to endorse you, you got to take the money and make the best.
I need some
of
Steph
it.
Curry gear.
Yeah, we need a lot more Steph Curry gear.
And your sister needs some Blake Griffin gear.
But we love LeBron. Congratulations,
Congrats,
man.
LeBron.
It's,
be an ambassador.
Good
Make
job,
your money.
Man. Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. Have a nice day.